Ladies and gentlemen, you're here with Tyler from Tyler Trading Tips. Welcome to another Forex live chart trade recap. It is the Tuesday, the 15th of June. It is just after 9 AM in London session. We're on a live IC Markets 23 server, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, 15-minute chart. And as you can see, I entered at the high of the day at the half level, 7150. And I did a 7-pip stop loss, and we're targeting the full ADR of today instead of the 400. Okay, so we're going to a bit of detail around that. We're currently around 1-to-1, just over 1-to-1, 11 pips. My stop loss was 7, so we're over 1-to-1. And yeah, the reason why I'm not targeting 400% is quite so because it's within the range of ADR. So best case scenario for today is ADR, which is just before the whole significant level of 71,000. I will keep my eye for an early exit around the 400% fib. However, best case is the ADR. So either I get a lower time frame exit early, 400% early exit, or best case scenario ADR. And that's roughly around 7 risk to reward as well. So really good setup here. In terms of the higher directional bias, you can see that the 1 hour is going in a downtrend. It's making new lows, lower highs, new lows, lower highs to make new lows now, as you can see. And then if we go to the 4 hour, you can see we're in a sort of range currently. It is spiraling over, so you can see that shift is happening. You've got insufficient price action as well that you can see. All from here, all of this insufficient price action, which falls in the line of our profit target anyway, which makes sense. And if we also look at the 4 hour candle, you can see our entry was just on the top of it, really good on the top there. So being as the 4 hour, if we zoom out even further, downtrend made a new low, lower high to make now a lower low or bottom out. So this could definitely carry on falling because the 4 hour, the 1 hour are correlating to the downside. Hence why when we go to the 15-minute, you can see overall we're only looking for sell side opportunities, and that's what we got here today. London high of the day, lower time frame entry at the 1750 level, and then we know where to target, we know what our early exit plans are and our best case plan is. So that's all the criteria and components needed to enter successfully. But that's just to show you overall that we're over 1R, and we're gonna just carry on going until we get an early exit. But I will update you guys as this progresses out further, and I'll see you guys. Hello there people, we're back with another update. It's Tyler here from Tyler Trading Tips. It is 5 minutes to the New York session, and as you can see, the price has literally fallen all morning, and we're over 3 risk to reward. So you can see we're currently sitting at 24 pips, my stop loss being 7 pips, so we're over just over 3R, and the price is still going. So really good entry, as we can see, consolidated for about an hour before then carrying on, now going into the transition to New York. So hopefully we get that continuation down to the downside and break the lows of 2 days ago, which we can see just here, the lows here, and I'll mark that out, that we have lows just here, just before the 400% Fibonacci as well. And then once we get to break that, go for the full ADR of the day, which is our best case situation. We did almost have a couple of early exit criterias on the lower time frame, but they have since been invalidated, and it's told me to basically stay in trade. So that's exactly what we're doing here, and it seems like we're going to go for the 400% as our first hit. After that, I'll be looking for any type of early exits from there, and then after, if there's nothing, it should carry on all the way down to full ADR for our best case situation. And at the moment we are targeting for a 7.8 risk to reward trade, which is fantastic. So this is just to give you a current update where we are. We're over 3 risk to reward, very profitable trade today as we go into New York session. And if you do like these live chart trade recaps, be sure to subscribe, as I do these weekly. Be sure to give any comments and any questions you have down below as well. But until we get an update of an early exit, 400% or ADR hitting. Hello there folks, this is Tyler here from Tyler Trading Tips, just to give you another update on the New Zealand dollar US dollar pair. It is just gone past 130. We've had some high impact USD news just been released, such as the core retail sales, which funnily enough for the US dollar came out negative. Retail sales being forecasted negative 0.6 came out negative 1.3. So it was actually a weaker news impact there of quite a significance, yet it's caused the New Zealand dollar to fall. Hasn't actually impacted the US dollar's weakness at all. It's actually strengthened it. So that's to show you that high volatility news at the moment has actually further dropped the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. Very close now to the 400% Fibonacci as a potential target to exit. However, based on the news and the volatility of the news, we may be able to break 400 and hit the whole level plus ADRs. There's plenty of room there to be made still. We are sitting about 4 risks to reward now with the pips over 28. Yeah, so we're nearly 4 risks to reward. Well, we are, yeah, 28 pips actually. Let me just check that again. For 28 pips, yeah, 4 risks to reward, so really good. US dollar news was weaker than expected. We did have positive PPI news month on month, 0.8 compared to a 0.5 forecast, which was really good. And the US dollar core PPI at 0.5 forecast for a 0.7% gain, so that's really good there as well. So there was PPI was good, retail sales bad. That seems to be more weighted on the PPI data than the retail sales, because that's what's caused this more strength in the dollar, hence why the New Zealand dollar's falling. So we are a couple of pips now away to the 400%. We're over 10 pips now, and to hit the best case scenario as well, we are over another 30. So we'll see how it goes. I do have the subtle lines of an exit criteria on the lower time frames here, so something could be lining up if it needs to make a new low and hit the 400% for me to still be in this trade. But if I do get an early exit criteria which is lining up, I'll be out of this trade shortly. But that's just to show you that fundamental data has driven the price further down, so we're going to see if that can continue to drive it for the rest of the afternoon, or I may get an early exit criteria in the next 30 minutes to an hour. So I'll update you guys shortly on that. Hello there folks, Tyler here from Tyler Trading Tips. We are back again, and as you can see, I'm no longer in position, and that's because I moved my target to the 400% Fibonacci as a best case scenario, due to the fact that we was getting some choppy behavior in the middle point just after the news occurred. So in this region I was getting signals to early exit as is, and then all of a sudden it melted down. So I targeted for the 400% instead of the ADR, and especially because the time is now nearly 4 PM coming to the later stages of New York, so we're ending the session there. As you can see, it smashed the 400% Fibonacci based on a lower time frame entry, and is now come back up to touch it again and potentially reverse on itself. So I feel like that was a good point to take target instead of the full ADR. So a really good trade overall, a 5.5 risk to reward, and I'm just going to pop on the screen for you now just to show you the position overall that I was in. I'll just cancel that. As we can see here, if I just zoom in, there we go. That's my position there. So you can see that I entered at 71531, took profit at 71145, and if I just mark where 7145 was, 71145, right there where the green line is, just there, that's where I took profit. So you can see it smashed the 400%, and job done. And what you can see as well, the green marker on the side as well, just to signify that was an auto take profit. So fantastic 5.5 risk to reward. Went down and has now come straight back up again. Job done. My day's complete, and really good overall trade. Cannot complain. As you can see, that hit the half level lower time frame entry, London high of the day. Do not underestimate the power of the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. But yeah, if you have enjoyed these live trades, by all means give a like, thumbs that video up, leave a subscription as well, because I do this every single week, live trades. Also do live daily forecasts and directional bias on what you could be potentially trading in the market, if that's a buy or a sell using your own systems. Definitely subscribe for that as well in my YouTube shorts. But until next time folks, I'll be seeing you soon.